Thank you for checking out what we have to offer. I'm TANEN, the founder and CEO. We have a project that will disrupt the REIT and real estate fund industry by focusing on the investors and their ability to invest at an affordable rate and also have the ability to profit share and not have to worry about management and unnecessary fees. As we proceed in this offering, we will help guide you on the process so you will be able to participate with confidence. Real estate investing has a direct connection to power and freedom. Whether you own it directly or indirectly, wealth can be generated and passed down to future generations. To know this power and freedom, one must become aware of their position in the financial supply chain. This is the first step of leveling the financial playing field in your favor. In today's financial economy, billions of dollars are taken every day from investors, whether directly or indirectly by the banks, hedge funds, and venture capitalist firms. They are controlling a vast pool of your capital that only benefits them. I know you heard of the term cash is king. Well, whoever's controlling the cash gets to dictate who gets what, such as an extension of credit. Your financial status is surrendered in financial contracts. Since you did not get anything of substance, such as an equity position, you are subject to the terms. In other words, a credit check for credit that they originally obtained from you. Knowing your position in the financial supply chain helps strengthen your control of your financial position, and this is why this will work. Investors will have a more equity-driven portfolio with minimal to no debt. Economic power returns back to you because our method redirects, rediverts, and repurposes all investment capital into safe, secure, debt-free, turnkey, cash-flowing multifamily real estate assets. Now, our primary focus is on multifamily complexes that will range from grades A, B, C, and on occasion, we may entertain a D-grade property if there's a tremendous financial upside. Overall, all grades have the same potential of producing cash flow and bringing value to our shareholders. Now, this current crowdfunding method was not permitted in the 1990s, as well as other opportunities that were afforded only to other classes of investors at the time. Everything that I wanted to accomplish was done through bootstrapping the projects myself. I had multiple entrepreneur ventures that I used to stair-step my way up. And like many stories before and after mine, there was a point I was living in my car on a temporary basis while using it to run my business. I was introduced into real estate in the mid-1990s by my then mentor. He told me he would help me, but I had to put in the work. While building up my small logistics business, I was studying and researching real estate investing under his guidance. And within 6 months, I had acquired close to $500,000 worth of real estate, and from there it just took off. Legislation at the time did not allow for general solicitation to non-accredited investors, and it was more difficult and more expensive to even consider trying to raise capital directly from the public. Over the years, I had acquired and controlled several $1 million worth of real estate until 2008, where I had to sell because of the market downturn. But I maintained my logistics business all the way up until 2012. In that same year, the Jobs Act was signed into law at that time, and I knew what was about to happen. And it was not until the 2016 Amendment that I was able to start my investment strategy I had envisioned 20 years earlier. Acquiring real estate involves a lot of moving parts, but one of the main collaborations that is needed is with professional brokers who will have access, and they also prepare all the analytical data on the real estate and the market. And then you have small business owners who are heavily leveraged. Their real estate is heavily leveraged, and they need a way out without having to lose the built up equity they have in their properties. The most important element is you. Providing capital in exchange for equity allows the community to actually have ownership in real estate without the hassle of managing or dealing with unexpected issues that may arise. And you, the investor, have the power to create a financial market that benefits you directly. You, the people, the underserved market, the neglected market, and the retail investors. Remember, you fund the entire economy while being unaware that the process has been manipulated and that your financial growth has been restricted in order to prevent you from discovering your real financial value and being properly compensated for it. What makes you our powerful weapon is our discern for greed and our willingness to give you equitable ownership and direct profit and to directly profit share with you. Because think about it, when we grow, you will grow. There's no greater power than actual progress. I believe in this method, and it is the product because it's the product of my life's work. All the years of studying, several business plans, trying to perfect the approach, sleepless nights, the rejections, negativity, and hundreds of thousands of dollars of my own personal money to keep the project alive and hoping that one day the laws would change so I could bring this opportunity to you. Over the years, the concept has been validated through the original term of crowdfunding. People were funding projects for small perks like a thank you, a t-shirt, or just because they wanted to help. Now we can give back and help potentially enrich these same people by giving them equity ownership and the ability to profit share with them under the new Jobs Act. Because if they were willing to help change our lives, then we should be willing to help change theirs. When it comes to business, I have a fairly decent track record when it comes to getting real estate deals done. Now, I'm no guru by any means, but I bring a solid hands-on experience to the table. Now, I don't deal in theories at all. All my real estate financial experience and education over the last 25 years has all been practical, tested, and has been validated. Educating and placing the needs of investors has always been my first priority. This is something my parents experienced firsthand as they were my first investors. I'm a regular guy who's a husband, father, son, and brother that is trying to carve a niche market out of this overly complicated financial web of commerce while helping my fellow members of society at the same time. By bringing in a new-to-market real estate investment cooperative, it will allow for an additional investment model that current and new investors can utilize to enhance their portfolios, and it will bring strong competition to REITs, real estate funds, and the like that have a more of a one-size-fits-all restrictive model. We believe the Jobs Act caused an unnatural rush to the market of business opportunities that were fairly new to the crowdfunding concept. And this caused them to be vetted under the traditional venture capital method instead of the actual crowdfunding method. There was a lot of adjustments being made, which caused confusion because the crowdfunding method was being mixed with the venture capitalist method. Venture capitalist was the traditional way. It was pre-Jobs Act. And for some reason, it took center stage, overshadowing the real crowdfunding concept under the Jobs Act. This affected small businesses like mine and new investors like you when it came to a financial choice. Our business plan is based on the crowdfunding method, a clear, definitive choice for you. We never had to adjust our position regarding our original niche market like other businesses had to do. No one was catering to the core concept of real estate investment. So we stayed focused on that and waited until the market rush frenzy stabilized before we presented what we believe is a solid, innovative investment strategy for our market of neglected and underserved investors. We are looking to raise the initial $5 million for the acquisition of turnkey multifamily real estate assets of various asset types, as we stated earlier. In addition to this, we have earmarked a little over $100,000 to finish up our Regulation A Plus filing process that will enable us to raise additional capital up to $75 million for real estate acquisitions and issue free trading shares directly to our investors via our website once qualified by the SEC. An additional $100,000 will be used simultaneously to start the application process for our direct listing on the New York Stock Exchange American to get DTC eligibility, to get a CUSIP number, a ticker symbol, a market maker, and registration of the share that we plan to list for trading to provide immediate liquidity for you. I'd like to say thank you to everyone who has taken the time to get to know us and consider this investment. We are grateful and thankful to those who have already participated, and we look forward to serving and bringing hope to the underserved and neglected market of investors in all communities. Thanks again. You can check out our website at www.ccg.coop and follow us on Twitter for updates at Consumer Co-ops.